craziest thing happened on my flight back from Miami to New York. So I'm on the aisle seat, and I'm like 3 seats away from the bathroom. I'm all the way in the back, all the way zone two. So I'm sitting there on my aisle seat or whatever, playing my little Flappy Bird, and then all of a sudden, I see this woman. She's coming down the aisle, and she's staggering a little bit. So I'm watching her. I'm like, what's going on with her? She's staggering, and she just stops, like right in the seat in front of me, right in the aisle in front of me. She just stops. She looks like she's just looking into space and just crumples, just passes out, just falls back, boom, right into the aisle. Falls out of her shoes. That's how bad she falls. Falls right in the aisle. And my whole section, we jump up now. And this is when time is like, it's like everything just slows down. And I'm like, we all jump up towards this woman. I'm watching this woman and she's like on the floor. She's closed, her eyes are closed, everything. And the flight attendants, they had just brought out the carts to give us drinks. So they're way in first class, way at the opposite end. So my little section, we jump up now like, oh my God, like, oh my God, little screams. And we're calling now. We're like, I don't even remember what I said. I called out. It could have been flight attendant. It could have been help. It could have been, I don't even know what it was because I was such in this trance. So I call out and then we're all calling, trying to get their attention. Like, we need help. We need help. This lady's passed out in the middle aisle right here. And the man behind me now, the guy who's sitting behind me, gets up now to see what the commotion is too at the same time. So he gets up. Everything is happening in seconds, but it feels like everything I could just see happening slow, bit by bit by bit, because like time is just warped. I feel like I'm in a movie. I couldn't hear what I was saying. It was just warped. I'm like watching this woman. She's whiter than the snow. She's pale. Her lips, everything, everything is just pale white. So the man behind me gets up now. He looks up. He's just like, all I hear is, oh my God, that's my wife. So he jumps down in there, and he's like talking to her, trying to get a response. Like, honey, can you hear me? Honey, calling to her. No response. This woman is just locked into this daze or whatever, eyes closed, just no response, not responding to anything. Finally, by that time, the flight attendants have made their way to the back now. And they're there, and this is when it becomes really like almost like a movie because they see the situation. The husband's down there, the aisle's getting crowded because everyone's like, what's going on? And then they're like, let me make the announcement. Is there a doctor on board? So they're like, is there a doctor on board? And is there a doctor on board? And I'm like, everything's happening, and her kids are behind me, and they look young, maybe 3 and 4, and they're starting to realize, I hear them saying, mommy, the crying, and the nice woman next to me gets up to go be with the kids, and she jumps up, quick reaction to go be with the kids, and they're still calling, paging, is there a doctor on board? And amazingly, thank God, miracle, there's a doctor on board. So the woman still passed out, but the doctor, he's now on the other end. He's making his way towards the back of the plane where we are. So he's coming in the back, and at this point now, before he just, as he's coming, the woman on the ground, passed out, just jumps up, like her body just jolts, and her eyes open, and she's up. And the scary part about it, the woman next to me kept saying, there's no pulse. So I'm freaked out. My eyes are hot with tears because I think I'm sitting here and I think I'm watching a person lose their life. And we're 30,000 feet into the air. We're an hour into flight. My eyes are hot with tears. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know what to do. Doctor comes, she's up now. Her eyes are open. She pops up. He comes, he checks her pulse and sits with her, make her sit and make sure kind of, and after a while, they let her sit for a while. Then they take her, they put her into the back and they lay her down, let her kind of, I guess, put ice, liquids, calm, get back her color. Her color came back after a while. They kept her for maybe an hour in the back. Then they took her back to her seat and I whispered a big thank God to God. I was just like, thank God she's okay, because it was scary. Her kids, her family's on board. We're 30,000 feet in the air, so it's very scary, but by the grace of God, she was okay. And literally, this happened so close to me. Like, literally, my seat's right here. She's passed out. I'm so close to this woman passed out that I was able to put her shoes back on. Like, she's right here. And I'm like, it's a blessing in disguise, though, because the woman, she was on her way to the bathroom, and who knows what would happen if she would have passed out in the bathroom. So it was a blessing in disguise that it happened right there. Because I told you, my seat was only like 3 seats from the bathroom. I'm zone F, so it was a blessing that she was okay, and a blessing in disguise that she did not have to pass out in the bathroom. And I was just hot with tears and my emotions were all shot, but other than that, it was a smooth flight, and I'm grateful that she was okay. I had to walk by her and like squeeze her shoulder and like, I'm so happy you're okay, because her kids are there. So other than that, the flight was smooth. There was no turbulence, no delays, so Just I never experienced anything like that. To see someone in that predicament, and like I said, once again, just crazy scene. And just grateful she's okay, and hopefully she's all right.